Live from Fox 5, welcome to the News Block.
Here are the top stories on the news block. There's growing momentum toward a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. Where the negotiations stand now as the U.S. tries to get an agreement across the finish line. Plus, it's one of the busiest travel days of the year. What to expect if you're heading out on the roads tonight. Plus, is rain going to put a damper on your holiday plans? We've got a check of the forecast coming up. Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Evers. Thanks for joining us for the News Block. Today and tomorrow are peak travel days on the roads, and traffic is already building. Fox 5's Antoine Lewis joins us from the west side of Manhattan with the latest on how things are looking. Hi, Antoine. What's it looking like over there?
Oh, Lisa, the rain has started to move in, which has certainly complicated those who didn't get an earlier start if they were traveling this holiday on the roads. Let's give you a look at the entrance to the Lincoln Tunnel from where we are on the on the west side and crunch some of the numbers for you here. AAA saying that about 73 million Americans will be driving to their destinations this Thanksgiving, a 2% increase over last year. Gas prices in the tri-state averaging between $3 and $3.15 a gallon. Long Island and New Jersey having the cheapest prices. Now, as you look at this, we can probably let you know this is likely a mix of those who are trying to get away, as well as those who may have left work a little bit early, trying to get home, using the tunnel, of course, to reach that destination. Now, let's talk about the skies. As for flying, record numbers also being set there as well. AAA says 6 million people will be flying for Thanksgiving, also up 2% over 2024. Travel experts say that because of concerns over recent delays and cancellations, that number could actually end up dropping slightly. You know, other people may choose different forms of travel, be it bus, be it train, perhaps, but nonetheless, driving, from what AAA tells us, appears to be the most popular method of trying to get away this holiday. And we spoke to a couple of people hitting the roads right through the tunnel, and here's what a few of them had to tell us about how they are handling today.
We're just making a day of it. We went and had breakfast, we stopped and had lunch. We're getting ourselves just enjoying it because you're not going to beat the traffic, so you might as well have fun while you're doing it.
It's already starting. So I'm glad we're doing it today and not Wednesday or Thursday.
I'm going because I want to see my grandchildren and great-grandchildren. But other than that, I'm looking at the highway right now. I don't even want to travel.
Okay, now for those who are not like that lady who have to travel, what I can tell you is to pack patience, because you know how it is with the rain. It's going to be bumper to bumper. Then you've got those who are already trying to get on the roadway. So that's what I have to say to you, especially if you're going to be flying. Check with your airline to make sure that the rain hasn't complicated that travel in any capacity. That's the latest from where we are, Lisa. Back inside to you.
And you said it the right way. Pack patience. Thanks a lot, Antoine. Appreciate it. Let's get a check on the weather right now and go right into meteorologist Audrey Puente at the Weather Center for a look at the forecast. Audrey?
Hi there, Lisa. Well, Antoine definitely has the accessory of the afternoon and evening. You're going to need your umbrella handy, folks. It looks like for the rest of the night, too. We have periods of rain that are now pushing into the region, and they will last for the next several hours. So that will hinder some of your travel plans, or at least slow you down on some of the area roadways for sure. Mild temperatures will continue. Did you feel the difference today? It actually felt a bit more comfortable, at least until the rain came. We're going to see milder weather tomorrow, with closing in on 60 degrees in many spots. And there will be another chance of showers tomorrow, but not the widespread rain that we're experiencing right now. Enjoy the milder weather because it's going to turn much colder as we get to the Thanksgiving holiday. So right now we're at 52 in Central Park. It's 53 at LaGuardia. Atlantic City checking in at 56 degrees, and we are seeing rain overspreading the entire area at the moment. Here it is on the radar. We can see rain coming in from west to east, and it's giving us a pretty good soaking in areas around the 5 boroughs, most of New Jersey, now crossing into Long Island. Connecticut still not getting much, but it's on the way for you. And in the Hudson Valley, we can see steady rainfall on the Palisades Parkway as well as the New York State Thruway. So if you're driving on any of those area highways, be aware that you could be slowing down because of some of these slick spots here. There's more rain coming in from the west, southwest of us too, so we are anticipating several hours of rainfall as we go through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening, but we should get a lull in the action late tonight. So if you're someone who likes to actually travel during the overnight hours or driving to where you need to be late in the evening, I would guesstimate about maybe after 9 or 10 o'clock will probably be your best bet. You can see the rounds of rain rotating rotating through here, but after about 11 o'clock, things kind of shift offshore. We'll have another bout coming in across the Jersey Shore by the pre-dawn hours tomorrow. And then tomorrow, lots of clouds in place, not much in the way of rainfall like today, and we actually could see some peaks of sun before it sets in the afternoon. Good news is our rain chances will be reduced as we go into Thanksgiving on the day itself, as well as into Friday and Saturday. So if you want to plan your travel, right now is the window where the worst weather will be. So I think right now until about 10 p.m., this is not the ideal travel time. The best travel days will actually be on Thanksgiving Day right through Saturday. And I say Saturday, not Sunday, because we are anticipating rain for Sunday. I'll have those details coming up. Lisa?
All right, thanks, Audrey. A peace deal between Russia and Ukraine could finally be in sight. Officials from the Trump administration are huddling with both sides in an effort to hammer out the final details of an agreement. Fox 5's Linda Schmidt is live in the newsroom with the latest on where the negotiations stand. Linda?
Yeah, hi there, Lisa. Well, you know, first of all, U.S. and Russian officials met earlier today as a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine is in the process right now of taking shape. Now, President Trump posting on social media that the plan drafted by the U.S. has been fine-tuned at this point with additional input from both sides, and there are only a few points of disagreement at this stage. Now, take a look at this. President Trump saying, quote, "I look forward to hopefully meeting with President Zelensky and President Putin soon, but only when the deal to end this war is final or in its final stages." The president is sending envoy Steve Witkoff to meet with Vladimir Putin, while at the same time sending the secretary to the U.S. Army to meet with Ukrainian officials. Now, late yesterday, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky indicated that he seems to be on board with this, saying the list of necessary steps to end the war can become workable. But even as the talks are taking place, Russia launched a wave of attacks overnight on Ukraine, killing at least 7 people, and Ukraine attacked Russia, killing 3. Now, if they can work out an agreement, the nearly 4-year-long war would be over.
I think that they're just going to squabble about where the ceasefire line is, but I think this time Trump is going to get a peace deal.
And by the way, U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff, who is going to be meeting with President Putin, he played a key role in reaching a ceasefire deal most recently between Israel and Hamas. Lisa, back upstairs to you.
All right, thanks, Linda. Democrats who appeared in a social media video urging U.S. troops to defy illegal orders say the FBI has contacted them to schedule interviews. It comes a day after the Pentagon said it's investigating Senator Mark Kelly for potential violations of military law. Kelly, who appears in the video, is a retired U.S. Navy pilot. President Trump has accused the lawmakers of sedition, punishable by death, in a statement. The group said, quote, "President Trump is using the FBI as a tool to intimidate and harass members of Congress." And 4 more people have been arrested in connection with the jewel heist at the Louvre Museum last month. The Paris prosecutor, whose office is heading the investigation, announced 2 men and 2 women are in custody and are from the Paris region. They range in age from 31 to 40 years old. She did not say what role they're suspected of having played in the October 19th theft, where a gang made off with $102 million worth of jewels.